Probably some of the most iconic bridges in all of the UK. Scale of 1 to well?
Yeah.
Why, young man? Welcome to the northeast, Newcastle-upon-Tyne. We are out and about having a bit of a casual walk really along the riverside. I bring my cameras because that's what I do. So we're just going to get some casual images of the bridges. I think it's pretty well known that I love bridges, structural engineering and things like that. Probably some of the most iconic bridges in all of the UK. There's a big one. I love it. So the weather is, as you can tell, is pretty grey right now. There's a few breaks in the clouds. However, all is not lost because the river is pretty still at the moment. So I'm kind of enjoying the still flat water. It's creating some nice reflections. Currently looking towards Tyne Bridge, which is just one of my all-time favourite bridges. It's just so strong and grand. And for those of you who recognise the structure design, the people who designed, or rather the people who built this bridge, were also the same people or the same company who built the Sydney Harbour Bridge down in Australia. Fun little bit of trivia there.
That's why it looks so similar.
Yeah, and then in front of us, directly in front of us, is the Millennium Bridge, which is a very, very clever design, the way that it opens up. It's a footbridge. I must admit, I'd been wanting to see this for many years, and then when I eventually did see it for the first time a couple of years ago, I was a little bit underwhelmed. So there's a bit of a running joke here with Laura that she's always like, how do you feel? Are you whelmed? Are you overwhelmed or underwhelmed? Today, I'm about the right level of whelm. It's a good bridge. I just wish the cables were a little bit thicker, a little bit bolder, you know?
It reminds me of Melbourne.
It is very similar to Melbourne, actually, yeah. But yeah, Riverside bridges, I love them. Love them, love them. So even if you're just out having a casual walk, bring your camera. It's a good way to start the year. I was just looking at this building here, and it looks like the power station for Red Alert. For those who know, don't you think? Commando. Do you know if you can get up there?
Yeah.
Do you know how you can get up there?
What, onto that?
Yeah.
It's part of the gallery.
Ah. The cool thing with the Millennium Bridge, as you can kind of see over there, is it's a symmetrical design, and what happens is it kind of rotates like this when you need a boat to come under, and therefore the shape of the arch, or rather the curvature around the outside, becomes the height of it, allowing tall ships to come through. It's an absolute genius design. Yeah, very, very cool. Just trying to find the central point. The trouble is, it's a river, isn't it? It's asymmetrical.
Taking photographs of the local environment.
Very cozied up, yeah.
Photography's awkward.
Yeah, should we go over? Maybe try and get up there? If we can, maybe. Should be a good top-down view at least. Hello. Oh wow, nice. Came for the view, stay for the colour. It's kind of cold, but not cold, if you know what I mean. So we did actually go up the Baltic Center, tried to get a little bit of a view. Funny enough, just as we went up, it started raining. Anyway, got some, quick little view of the bridges and the river. But also, exhibition on at the moment. Very colourful, very pleasing to look at. I wish we had a little bit more time, but daylight is running out. Anyway, what we're going to do now, because we've got about 30 minutes left of the light, is we're going to go under the bridge and kind of around and maybe up the hill a little bit and try and get some shots of other stuff. I've remembered one extra fact about the bridge. So this, as I mentioned, the designers were the same as the ones who did the Sydney Harbour Bridge. However, what I failed to mention is this bridge itself was based on a bridge in New York. I believe it's called Hell's Bridge or Hell's Gate. Yeah, that is also a big arch bridge. Yeah, I say I like bridges. I'm not that much of a geek on bridges, but it's good. Speaking of which, let me know, where are your favourite bridges around the world? It would be cool to go and do, like, bridge series and go chasing bridges. They're not going anywhere. Yeah, there's a few that come to mind. There's a couple in the UK. The Forth Bridge, also same construction company as this. Of course, my local bridge growing up, the Clifton Suspension Bridge. That is an excellent bridge. Tower Bridge in London. So many bridges, and that's just the UK. And probably highest on my list is in Japan. There is a series of, I believe, 7 or 8 suspension bridges in a row. I saw Chris Broad do that in his journey across Japan. He cycled the whole length, and it looks spectacular. I'd love to do that. Yeah, along with some bridges in Norway, through all the fjords. So many opportunities. Anyway, let's have a look.
I took it on my phone.
That is very nice.
Early things.
You just can't help yourself, can you?
I see a custard bun and I must eat it. Cheers.
Just hopping up onto one of the other Tyne crossings. This time this is the swing bridge, which is the red one. So I saw on Google Maps that this lines up pretty much perfectly to get a straight on shot of the bridge from underneath. And you have the Millennium Bridge underneath it as well. So we're just out getting shots of my favourite bridge in the UK. Actually, is it my favourite? One of my favourites. Unfortunately, I've discovered none of my lenses are wide enough to get the whole bridge in. So, yeah, my Fuji, I'm using the 16, it's not wide enough. Canon 24mm, not wide enough. The only option I have is to attempt a pano, but I don't have a tripod. I also don't have much time because light is fading. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the built-in panoramic mode on the Fuji. I believe this only takes it in JPEG. I don't think it gives you a RAW file. So it'll give you something. Not the best result, but at least it'll be something. Either way, it's just pretty great to see the bridge up close. It's funny, it's a little big bridge. Like it is a big bridge. It's very structurally, very strong, and it's got such a presence. But at the same time, in comparison to say like the Sydney Harbour Bridge, it's pretty small. So yeah, it's a little big bridge. I like it. So my panel on the bridge didn't really work. I tried it so many times with the Fuji, and it kept on telling me pan faster, pan faster. So I did, but then it was taking me further than where I wanted to pan. So I don't get it. I don't understand that feature. It's a bit weird. And also it cropped off the top, so that didn't really work. The light is fading very, very fast. We've just kind of come around the bridge, trying to get another vantage point, but I don't think I can find one in time for the light. I can see it through the trees, just up there. I'm not sure if that's showing up on the camera. Either way, this has been a fun little walk along the riverside. You know, 2 birds with 1 stone, out getting some fresh air, taking in the sights and the sounds, and taking some pictures along the way. So I hope you also feel the same. I hope that relates to some of you. It's always one of the best ways to, you know, stay on top of your photography. I know in the winter it can get a little bit dark and drab and it's a bit hard to go out with your camera all the time. But by taking a camera with you and taking images all the time, you should feel pretty inspired and hopefully motivated. So Newcastle's a fun little city. It's definitely a stone city. So of course, all the images in this have been edited with my Urban Stone Volume 2 collection. And the link to those will be in the description below. So those are my Lightroom presets and Capture One styles. They are almost ready. I know I've been saying that for a few videos, but if you sign up with the link in the description, you'll get notified when they are released. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you click that like button below. I found out it actually makes a big difference on YouTube. I always thought it was a little bit of a, you know, placebo type thing, but from YouTube officially, videos that have good amounts of likes actually get distributed and pushed further afield. So yeah, if you enjoyed this, click the like button. If you enjoyed any of my previous video, go back to those and click those like buttons as well. But anyway, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll catch you in another vlog real soon. See you later. Bye bye. I finished. Let's go shopping.